Hey, good evening, everyone. I'll see if anybody wants to join me on here live tonight. I'm going to be talking about taxes, which you may be wondering, why are you talking about taxes? Because tax day was yesterday. Yes, I wish I wasn't talking about taxes, but here it is, May 18th, and we're still talking about taxes. So, no, I've gotten like 3 questions over the last day about the new rules on the child tax credit and the advance payment of the child tax credit that's slated to start July 1st. So I think I figured I'd jump on here and just kind of give my rundown of how I understand it to work. I think the IRS is still working the kinks out on this system. So I think that there's guidance that's supposed to be coming out in the upcoming weeks on these payments. So just see if anybody wants to join in here, if anybody pops on live. But yeah, so as part of the American Rescue Plan Act back a couple months ago, Congress passed this advance payment of the child tax credit. They increased the amount of the child tax credit from $2,000 across the board till like from age 0 to 17 to $3,600 for kids 0 to under 6, and I think $3,000 from 6 to 17. I might be throwing the 6-year-olds in the wrong bucket, but 6 years old is the dividing line. And what they announced that they were going to do was they were going to advance pay the credit in monthly payments between July 1st and December, between July and December, starting July 1st. This enhanced child tax credit is for 2021 only. As of right now, it's not slated to continue into the future. So basically, if you have a kid under 6, you're going to get $600 a month between July and December, paid to you in monthly installments. If you have a kid between 6 and 17, you will get $500 a month paid to you in monthly installments. And there's a caveat here. So what they're really doing is that tax credit that you usually get on your tax return every year for your kids, and I believe it's that much per child because you get the $2,000 now, $3,000 or $3,600 per child. So if you have multiple kids, you get multiple credits and multiple, bigger payments. It's an advance payment. So if you typically take the tax credit on your return, they're basically paying it to you during the year so that when you go to file the return, you're going to have to file that you already claimed that credit during the year, and so you're not going to get it on your return. So if you currently have your withholding set up to account for that credit, and so your withholding right now is lower because of that tax credit, and you get it paid out to you between July and December, your withholding could be off for the second half of the year, and then come tax time, you may owe money, especially, when you've got multiple kids and, you're kind of depending on that credit. So if you're not aware of the tax implications of getting these monthly payments, you could be in for a kind of nasty surprise, come April 15th or prior next year. So you definitely want to take a look at this. If you work with a tax pro, a CPA, or somebody helps you do your taxes, you want to make sure that you get with them on this before the payments start July 1st, because the IRS is going to give you the ability to opt out of the payments if you would prefer to just take it on your tax return as usual. So whether you work with a tax pro or you just go onto the IRS website, they have the withholding estimator tool, and I walked somebody through it just last night. It's a pretty user-friendly tool where you can plug in your pay information, how you file, how many dependents you have, all the particulars of your tax return, and it'll tell you exactly how to fill out your W-4 for your job. So you definitely want to take that into account, and you want to take these credits into account with regards to your withholding. Now, the enhanced credit, the amount over the $2,000 that you normally get on your return, it does get phased out if you make more than, I think it's $150,000 for married filing joint. I want to say it's around $75,000 for single. It's similar to the stimulus payments. So I think for those people that make more than that, they're just going to get the regular $2,000 on their tax return, and the payments won't be mailed out. So, and it's going to be based on your 2020 tax return if you've already filed it. If you put it on extension, it'll go off of your 2019 tax return. So, yeah, so I know that's a lot of information I just threw at you, but just the main takeaways that I want you to understand is this is an advance payment of your tax credit. So while it's nice to get the monthly payments from July to December, if you are not prepared for that come tax time, it is a reduction of the credit on your tax return. So if you have your withholding set up, assuming you're going to get that credit on your, or those credits on your tax returns, if you do opt in for the payments, or if you do allow the payments to come through, because the payments are going to be automatic unless you opt out of them. And I don't see on the IRS website yet where they have that opt-out function available yet, but we do still have about 6 weeks until those payments are set to go out. So they're automatic if you don't opt out. If you don't opt out and you automatically get the payments, it's going to reduce the amount of tax credit that you get on your tax return next spring when you file your 2021 taxes. So if you want to take advantage of the monthly payments, just make sure you adjust your withholding to account for those payments. Otherwise, you're going to get a bad surprise come tax time. If these payments do help you and you want help on how to utilize those payments, if you're looking for guidance on how to budget for those payments and how to best apply those payments to your plan, that's what I help clients with, coaching clients, day in and day out. So, if you need help, if these payments are coming at a great time for you and you really want to, tighten up your finances and you want to pay down some debt or build your savings, let me know if I can help. The withholding estimator tool is also something that I walk a lot of my clients through to make sure that they're on point with their withholding and their paychecks. So, these are all things that, come up in my normal coaching sessions and that I help my clients through. So anyways, this was a long-winded discussion about the tax credits, but I know I got a ton of questions about those credits. Like I said, 3 people asked me in the last day, and I know some other people had asked me about them before as well. So I just figured, let me get on here. Let me post what I have researched about them so far. Like I said, there's not a ton of guidance on it yet, especially like if you do want to opt out. But the IRS will be updating their website, hopefully within the next couple weeks. So if you have any additional comments, be sure to leave them down below. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. And again, if there's anything I can do to help you apply these extra payments or put together a plan to utilize them, get on my calendar. I believe I have the link. The link is definitely in my bio. I'm pretty sure it's posted on my Facebook page. So, if you need help, let me know. So, all right, guys, have a great night.